Several ways to go about this. The way I like to do it is I use 9 blocks, and I'll set them up as follows. It's a good idea to have a busted piece of tape measure to help you with your slump cone sampling, and to make sure you got your 4 inches in each direction as you set these up. If you have any trouble with these not coming together just straight, see how it's a little V shaped in there, check to make sure you don't have little crumbs. Just any little crumb underneath there will give you grief, and it'll make it to where you can't set your block just so against your, you want them to set nice and snug. Again, double check that you've got 4 inches everywhere. And then when you're done, it should look something like this. Now, it's not critical that you set them up in this configuration. I just have good luck with it, and it works for me, and it only takes 9 blocks. ASTM C1019, you'll have to put some paper lining. And so you'll need 8 pieces of paper. I like to use 9. And I like to mark them right here at 7 3/4. Now I can fold each of the papers back on over to that mark that I made. And this is going to allow me to fold the rest of the paper right back into that fold. Should give me a perfect 3 7/8. So when you're done, you can fold them back the other way, and these will slip right in. And then in order to straighten these up, I like to use my piece of tape measure, and that's going to allow you to get all the corners nice and tight, and that'll help them all to make a quality cast mold if all the papers are just snug into the corners. And then I like to use my tape measure to cut these corners. Just give them a little cut like that, and then just fold back, and they'll stay folded back, just so. Now, I always have good luck if you fold the back of the 2 pieces back first, and then do the opposite side and do those first. Then come back and do the two that join together. And the ASTM shows you can use a little piece of tape to hold these down, but I have good luck if I just tear this corner and fold it back, just so. Now look, it'll stay for me. And when you get them all done, they should look something like this. Now, as we're filling these molds, we're going to be putting a little bit of pressure on this block, and sometimes they want to move a little bit on you. So I like to just wrap them with this caution tape. And this step is not critical if you're very careful, but it does make your lab technician, it makes it easier for your lab technician to find these when they come out to the job site to retrieve them. And casting grout sample molds is, again, it's a little bit different than casting molds for concrete. We fill these up in 2 lifts, not the 3 lifts as specified in the ACI. A friend of mine was an inspector, had asked, well, why can Russell take the cast grout sample molds when he doesn't have his ACI? At the time I had not had my ACI, and the answer is, this is an ICC test for the American Masonry Standards, not the ACI test. So again, there's little bit differences here. Now we're going to use our 5/8 tamping rod. We're going to use our 5/8 tamping rod. We are not going to use our 3/8 tamping rod for the concrete 8 cylinders. And again, these temp 2 lifts of 15 times each, not 3 lifts of 25 times each. Again, this is not ACI, this is masonry, ICC masonry. 13, 14, 15. And on our second lift is also 15 times, and we're going to penetrate into the previous lift by 1 inch. I like to overfill these slightly so that I won't have to refill them up after they shrink for their initial water loss. And they will shrink. Again, 15 times, penetrating into the first lift by about 1 inch. I like to hit all the corners. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the sides. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And if you go any more than that, you'll be able to feel the rocks separate from the grout, and you don't want that to happen. And then finally, it's always a good idea to clean up your mess. Nobody appreciates cleaning up somebody else's mess. Not only will cleaning up after yourself keep you out of trouble with the stormwater prevention people, a clean, neat work site always looks good. Makes us all look good, very professional. And once you get them all smoothed out, it's a good idea to cover them up. By the way, always put your sample documentation in there with it so that your lab technician can. And I like to cover them up with wet cardboard or wet bags. You can usually get wet bags pretty easily from the guys mixing mortar out back. And that's it.